watching. Grandma, you're all right. Good morning or afternoon. Welcome back to Sage and Stone Homestead. My name is Heather. We've got some goats out in the front today. You can see them out on the play equipment. Look at her go. Wow. What's wrong, Elpis? Too prego to keep up? Today I do have a frenzy goat in labor, I'm pretty sure. Her udder is not big, but it hasn't been big this whole time. And I'm kind of wondering if she has a single because her body is also not big. But she is clearly bred, and today is her due date. Now you are not going to come in the goat pen with me. I am going to leave him in this milking parlor. Cute little Lindy. Oh, we want to see your baby. Hey, sweet girl. You going after Mama's ear? They have been sucking on Shindy's wattles. Doesn't look like they've sucked on that one for a little while. And that one's dry too. They're just so silly, your babies are. Watch out, Tor. So we have put our mama in here. There she is. Yes, and I've been watching you from the barn camera. You starting to freak out? I'm gonna go get Christine while she's laying down because I think Frenzy is not liking being alone. Sometimes Christine can be hard to catch, but not when she's laying down. Good girl. There you go. Yes, I think she wants some company. Hey, is that better? Huh? I know you're freaking out. We're freaking out just a little bit. Yeah. And this is going to be Frenzy's first freshen. Her friends are jealous. These two I did not breed this fall for springtime, but I will be breeding them in springtime for fall babies. So don't you worry, you'll have your day. But I've been watching Frenzy on the camera, and she has been doing some of the craziest antics that I have seen a doe in labor do. But Frenzy she's a character, to say the least. What I'm seeing her doing is flinging her head all around like she likes to do. She's been getting up and laying down really fast, and she's also been walking backwards. So I don't know if she's gonna do any of that with us down here, but she also looked like she was kind of starting to panic and maybe wanting to try to escape. And I think if we've got Grandma in here with her that she will calm down. I know, Grandma knows what's going on, but you may not know quite yet. You're gonna be okay though. She has not been keen on me checking her ligaments or really having anything to do with looking too much at her little udder. I think you have a single doe in there. Grandma Christine here does not have the biggest udder of all, but she has had, look at her, nursing in labor. Holy smokes, I don't even know what to say about you anymore, Frenzy. Look at her backing up. Are you feeling it? Yeah, I think so. And she's got that head roll. Your labor is going to be kind of funny, isn't it? I don't know if and when she'll stop nursing, you guys, but it is what it is, and it doesn't actually bother me any. It doesn't bother Christine any. We are watching her condition. One thing, though, is that today is very cold. We got this kind of cold blast. It's not really a cold blast, but it had been feeling like spring. We're back to feeling like winter for a couple days, and of course, this is the day that little Miss Frenzy is going to kid. She's gonna need the heat lamp. Frenzy's really good at destroying heat lamps, and this one already doesn't turn on. I have chucked the cord, I have changed the bulb, I don't know what's wrong with it, so I'm gonna stick another heat lamp in here. I have several. Look at her face. You are such a goose. Let me go get that other heat lamp. How you doing, Nugget? I've eaten enough trimmings to be very sure. Right now, I think it's 30 degrees. It may be even in the 20s, in the high 20s. But tonight, it'll be in the upper teens. and it may even feel like single digits with the wind. When babies are dry, you don't really have to worry too much about what temperature it is outside, especially when they're in a draft-free area. But who knows? I don't know when she's gonna kid. I don't know if she's going to know to dry the baby off or what she's gonna do. So it could still be several hours before she gives birth, and I want this heat lamp working, or a heat lamp working. Oh, there's no bulb in it. That's why it wasn't turning on. There we go. This is actually the heat lamp where my husband recently replaced the cord. There we go. One thing that I like to do when I'm securing my heat lamps is I like to make sure I have several points where if one point were to fail, another point would be there to catch it if it were to fall. This is a Prima heat lamp from Premier One, and this is an older model. They have the models now where if they fall, it's got like a tip sensor in it where they will shut off. This is not one of those models. And right now that cord is pretty short. It probably wouldn't touch the ground anyway. But I have some twist ties up along the fencing here, and I'm going to secure a couple of them so that if they can somehow get that carabiner clip undone, which they have done before, then it acts, you know, just as a second fail-safe. Watch out, baby. I know you like it. You need to move. Oh, hang on, Nuggie. You're doing good, buddy. You're doing good, Nugget. You think Nugget, the new puppy, I think he has to go to the bathroom. He won't go to the bathroom in the greenhouse or in the barn, which is good. I'm not complaining. Oh, Frenzy. I don't know if you've been hearing her while I was working on the heat lamp, but she's definitely making some noises. She's talking to someone. Do you know that you have a baby to nurse? Huh? Yes, you have your own baby to nurse. I bet $1 million Christine is going to nurse it. Yes, but it needs your colostrum. So we'll make sure of that. For now, I'm going to leave her and Grandma be. And I'm going to be inside watching her from the barn cam. But I will come out as soon as it looks like I might be of use. You're going to do fine, okay? You're going to do just fine. I'll be watching. Hey, Lindy. Hi, Lindy. Hey, baby. If you know anything about our herd or much about our herd and the way that it's constructed, Lindy is the full blood sister to a doe that we have right here named Red. Red is out of Shindy right here, and Feral, one of our favorite bucks, and Red actually has my most favorite looking udder. She hasn't kidded yet, but I just love the way that it's starting to look. Let's see if we can get behind her. Probably not, but I'll throw a picture in here so you guys can see it. And I've talked about keeping Lindy, especially if I don't get as many does as I had hoped to get this year. We'll see. I really hope that Frenzy has one in there for us. But Lindy's a sweet girl too, and she should be just like her sister. Huh. Yes, all these big goats makes it hard to socialize with the babies. Yeah. But we'll try. Okay, are you tired of playing with the goats? Yeah, he doesn't like gardening, he doesn't like goating. Nugget just can't hang for very long. Come here. You'll get used to it, I know it. Let's go. Everybody standing now? All right, girl. Ooh, you've got a foot sticking out, girl. Why don't you lay down and deal with that? You pushing, standing up? Do not knock your water over, girl. Oh yeah, she's pushing. She's being quiet. Oh. There's a foot back there. What's going on, Grandma? Oh, you got a great grand coming. What What do you think? You're all right, Frenzy. Hey. It's okay, baby. It's okay. You're all right. You're all right. You're all right. You're doing it. Good girl. There. Good job. Look, Frenzy. What happened? It's a girl. It's a girl, Frenzy. Good job. I don't feel anything else knocking around in here. We'll see when she stands up, but that might be it. Which that would check out for the size of your udder. Here, let's get her out of the goo. Come on. Stand up. Atta girl. Here.
Come here, big girl.
I know, you were so helpful. She needs to bond with her baby. Okay, thank you for your services. That was very sweet. Single doe for Frenzy. That's good, because if she had another one in there, I'd be concerned about her condition. Good girl. Good girl. You have an incredibly high udder. Oh, it's beautiful. All right, Frenzy, you gotta let her nurse, Mama. I know, that's the weird part. She's gonna need to eat, Mommy. Sometimes, especially new mamas can be so enamored with baby, especially if there's only one, that they don't really stand for them to nurse. Now, she is digging a lot. Sometimes this action can be to get the baby to stand up, which is their instinct. They want baby to stand and nurse. But then it's like when baby goes to nurse, they don't know what's going on. They'd rather lick it, and I need her to stand still so that we can get the baby girl on as fast as possible. It is really cold. I want warm colostrum in her belly. So what I'm going to do is go grab some feed for Frenzy to get Frenzy hopefully to stand still, and then we'll be able to pop her on real quick. Does that look exciting? Good. I know you can't see what's going on, but the baby's getting good drinks. There we go. Good girl. She's got the other teat now. She's taking some good drinks. I'm not going to worry about her at all tonight. Cord is a little long. I know, we got it. One of our members showed me about how Danelle at Read 'em and Weep uses these iodine swabs for their umbilical cords. So really slick. Yeah, she's all right. You're not gonna tackle me, right, girl? She's right here, baby. You see her down here? I know. She's okay. Don't tackle me, Frenzy. She's a strong one. There we go. There we go. There we go. Frenzy, what do you think of motherhood? She looks so tired. You look so tired, honey. Wow, she's got a bubble still. You haven't passed your placenta yet? Oh, I thought she had. Okay, let's check that out, girl. Oh. That's her vulva. That's edema. That's not a bubble. I thought I saw her eating on her placenta on the camera last night. I want to get her a little bit in the light so I can see that. I have seen edema like that out of her mom before. First, we'll let baby girl nurse. I want to allow her as much opportunity for that as possible. You're doing so good, Frenzy. Can you see it back there? Yep. Hang on, baby. I know. Just let me make sure real quick. She's a big goat. Yeah. Okay, hold on, mommy. I know. Yeah, you're all right. Don't back into her. It's okay. I know. You'll be all right. You'll be all right. One thing that I do want to make sure is that she is able to pee. When Elpis had vulvular edema like that with the kidding that she actually had, Frenzy, it was both sides and it was a little bit smaller. I just don't want her urethra to be blocked. Oh, yeah, good girl. Can you still pee? It seems like she should be able to pee. It's just not comfortable. Here, let me get you some water. What I am going to do, I think, before we go ahead and pick up baby girl and get a really good look at hers, I'm going to go grab some Banamine for Frenzy. She seems like she's Still, you know, kind of restless. I'm sure that that pressure feels really awkward back there, and really all that it takes for edema to go away is time. But we still want her to be comfortable. Now I did see her. Yeah, there it is. That's where I thought I saw her placenta. So she's past that. I'm not worried about that. She just has edema that she's dealing with right now. I'll give this to the pigs. She's giving you a run for your money. Alright, I've got to wrestle her. She knows that I'm going to do something with her. She's not going to like it. Atta girl. I know it burns. I know, but it'll be worth it, okay? I know, good girl. I know, baby, I'm sorry. Come here. Look, did you drink the water? You want to drink some water? No. I'm just texting my mentor to make sure I'm not forgetting anything. When Elpis had the vulvular edema last year, I texted everybody and nobody had seen it before, so I don't imagine things have changed. Oh, that's comforting. She says, holy cow, that's the worst I've ever seen. Me too, actually. Yeah, my mentor said you might want to text the vet and make sure that she's not prolapsing. I'm confident that she's not prolapsing because I did go in there to make sure that I could actually access in there and figure out what was going on and see how tight that really is. I feel like if she squats to pee, she's not going to have any problem peeing. I would still like to see it, but it's almost stretched to the point where it's like a blister and you can almost see clear fluid in there. I know that's gross, but I want to be able to document this so that if any of you happen to see this later, you're able to get a little bit of reassurance. I think the Banamine is starting to kick in. It's been about 20 minutes. She is seeming to settle a little bit, and hopefully that swelling goes down soon. But I am also getting in contact with my vet to get her opinions as well. In the meantime, let's grab this little cutie who will be staying with us. Come here, baby. So as far as I can tell, I think she's black, but she has some brown on her booty that's making me wonder if she might be more of a mahogany or seal color. I had wondered a little bit when she was born if she was going to be chocolate, since this line loves to throw chocolate, but I'm not entirely sure. But she looks mostly black, just with a little bit of browning on her back, and I'm not sure if the camera is going to be able to pick that up in the dark kidding stall, but she's very vigorous. She has been nursing great. Mama's been doing such a good job, I know. She still doesn't know how to get away from that pain, but the meds are kicking in, I know. Right. So I'll put her down for now. I do want to weigh her, and I also want to check her teats. My Christine line has thrown multiple teats. Actually, just Christine in the Christine line has thrown multiple teats, and she did it one time with my buck Havoc. And so I want to make sure that we're not seeing that out of this little girl. I did pair Frenzy with Nefarious, who has also had a 3-teated baby in the past with one dam out of that same Havoc line. And so the problem could have been the Havoc line. Havoc has been sent to the freezer long ago, but I want to make sure that we're not getting too married to the idea of keeping her if she has a defect like that. She's okay. You can be right here while we do it. Yes. Oh, oh. Frenzy for real. I know she acts like we're kidnapping her. Nope. 5.5 pounds with the sling. My sling weighs about 3 ounces, so she's just over 5 pounds, which is not big at all, which is good for poor Miss Frenzy's back end there. Now I'm gonna move you all closer to a little bit better lighting so we can check on her teats. She says, listen lady, I don't think I like being picked up by you right now. She has the little elf ears. Some elf ears are bigger than others. Hers are nice and tiny, and that's nice. Yes, I'm gonna check her teats, okay? I don't expect anything crazy, but we still have to look so we're not surprised later. Everything looks normal down here. Two beautiful teats. Oh gracious, I'm sorry. I promise every time I pick you up now, I'm not gonna have to mess with you. Not like that. Okay. We have already come up with a name for this cutie. Her name is Fable. I had that written down on my name list and I just love it. It's beautiful, mysterious, dark, gorgeous doeling. Can you see the brown on her back end in that lighting? It's interesting. I'm really excited to see her grow. You know, do you want her back? Here we go. Good morning, Christine. Hey, how are ya? You guys doing good? Yes. The farm is loud in the mornings, guys. I have not fed. And the animals would like to let you know, but we need to check on Frenzy. Frenzy is a lot less agitated today, as you can see. I want to give her a little bit of pain management. Yesterday I gave her Banamine, but today I have some arnica. She is handling things quite well. It does look like whatever's going on back there is shrinking, and we'll talk about the fiasco yesterday as far as trying to get things figured out with the vet. But I've just got this little arnica pilule that I stuck on some grain. Feed it to her, and that will help take care of pain, inflammation, and help expedite the healing process. Because what I think she has going on back there is a hematoma. I thought for a little bit that it might be edema, but the more that I looked at it and shared the photo with vets and friends, the more that most of us are thinking that it looks like a hematoma, which is essentially like a big bruise, an internal bleeding, not like in the body cavity, but under the skin. And it's actually shrunk up a lot today. I'm trying not to irritate her. I don't want every time I come in here, I mess with her. And so I'm kind of just sort of waiting for her to organically kind of lift her tail so we can see what's going on. But it has shrunk up quite a lot. It's not nearly as tight looking, but mainly what I'm going off of is her attitude as well. Is she in pain? Is she in distress? And she's acting like normal Frenzy. She's peeing, she's pooping, she's eating, she's nursing the baby really well. She's chewing her cud, she's doing her head rolls. That's a very, very common just Frenzy-ism that does not mean anything wrong as far as this goat goes. And so yeah, I think she's fine. I'm watching her. Now, yesterday I texted first my mentor, and we did that on camera, and mentor said, hey, I've never seen anything that bad. Why don't you text your vet? And so I texted the vet's office. Really, I called them and said, hey, I have this situation going on. How can I get you a picture of this? There's one specific vet at this vet's office that deals with goats. She's got goats herself, and there's actually two separate offices, and she was working at one of the off-campus offices, so they asked me to email that office. Well, long story short, is I don't think the vet ever actually saw the pictures. And the reason I think that is the office staff called me back and said, well, can you bring him in tomorrow at 11? It looks like a prolapse. And first of all, I know rectal prolapses on males are probably a thing. She's gonna be distracting, but that's good. She's not a male. And if we really thought a prolapse was happening, I feel like waiting 24 hours to go into the vet is the wrong advice. So that's why I don't think the vet actually saw those pictures. I have worked with these vets a lot and they are very good. They're very knowledgeable. Some of these vets have gone out of their way to separate themselves from their personal and family time to help me with my goats. I don't think that one of them would have pushed a goat or any animal off that they genuinely thought had a prolapse until 24 hours after the call for help was sent in. Isn't she so cute? Oh my gosh, she's loving this big space. I'm really glad that we have this to offer them. I am going to keep Frenzy and Fable locked up in here a little bit longer than I normally do because I don't want Frenzy to be having to deal with the scuffle of the other animals while she's healing back there. I'm a little bit concerned if she rubs it the wrong way that it might rupture. Apparently if it is a hematoma, it's fine. If it does rupture, it'll just provide, you know, some relief as far as the pressure goes. My issue is that it would open it up and it would be an external wound in a really sensitive area that would need to be managed. So for now, I'm just kind of focusing on letting her body resorb it and giving them as much rest as possible. But really interesting thing, because I didn't get anywhere with the vet yesterday, I was talking to many other people in many other places. So I texted Blue Cactus Crystal. Bless her. She looked in one of her goat manuals that she has, one of her books, goat medicine books, and found that there is a defect or a condition of goats where sometimes they can have mammary tissue get up into the vulvular area, and sometimes it can literally swell up there with milk after they kid because their milk is up there. It's not supposed to be, but I thought that was super interesting. I don't think that's what's going on with Frenzy, but if you want to nerd out on something like that, look that up. It's a rabbit hole. Hi, babe. Hi, baby. You're so cute. Yes, you are. Come here. Oh, you can't even see her against my sweatshirt. She's adorable. She's so bouncy, Frenzy. Yes, she's so bouncy. I can't even see you myself. I gotta take my glasses off. Wow. Yeah, there's something chocolate about her, you guys. She has this chocolatey glow. This like almost amber glow about her dark hair. Beautiful. I think technically she's a mahogany. I don't know if I mentioned that yesterday. Oh, you just want to get to running? But yeah, I think she's, as far as like color genetics go, I think she's a mahogany, which is neat. Our kids have been so colorful this year. Anyway, there's also a gland inside the vagina that could be blocked and swollen, and I'll put the name of the gland down here. Someone on our Discord server mentioned that. Really, all of this to say, Frenzy's doing fine, and I know a lot of you aren't as blessed as we are and don't have access to vets. If I needed to, I could load Frenzy up and bring her to the vet. We're in a one-car situation in our family right now, but we're blessed that my husband works in a way where he could take a day off kind of at a moment's notice if we really needed to, and I'd be able to bring her in. But she's just not at that stage, and we hope we don't get to that stage. But if you don't have a vet, or the vets aren't being helpful for whatever reason, sometimes they're not. Some vets don't like to work with goats. Some large animal vets will do cows and horses and that's it, and they don't really want to mess with the smaller ruminants. So I highly, highly suggest that you find some like-minded individuals that have animals that you can bounce ideas off of, and sometimes not even. Just speaking with your community can bring up a whole bunch of actually really great suggestions. Many of the people that thought that looked like a hematoma, you know, work on people, or they're women themselves that have given birth and said, hey, I had something like that happen. Maybe it's this. And really those discussions that I had with, you know, lay people was way more productive than the discussions that I attempted to have with my vet. And like I said, I don't think I actually was speaking to the vet through the office staff. I don't know what happened, but I really don't think I was actually conversing with a vet at all. But all is well here. I will keep you posted. I am filming a vlog this week amidst the 2 kiddings that we've had, but I'll probably stop filming for that within the next couple of days. So this weekend I'll be posting, but I might not have too much of an update on her. We'll see. Everything looks really good right now, and our next kiddings aren't until the beginning of March. So March 3rd and 4th, Red and Elpis are due. I do not know if they'll make it to their due dates, but I do know that I have some garden things to do in the meantime. So anyway, thank you all for being here. I'll see you guys again soon.